Hi, this is Monty from Moat Park Vehicles, and here's another one of our detailed vehicle appraisals on a car that's just recently come into us as a part exchange. This is our 2008 Citroen C4 Picasso, 2-litre diesel automatic, and it's a lounge model. Quite a rare car to find. You'll find a lot of VTRs, VTR pluses, I think exclusives, but lounges, as I think when I first put this advert on, there was only one other lounge, and that was up in Scotland. So I'm going to briefly walk around the car and give you a more detailed view very shortly. Now, the reasons we tend to do these videos, it's all about trust, honesty, integrity. We try and tell you how it is. You know, when you come down and have a look at the car, we know customers know if they're looking at a car that's sort of 10, 11 years old, or even a car that's 5 years old, they know it's not going to be brand new. But in the photographs, they look absolutely stunning. You can't have a look at the car and it's nothing like it was described. So we try and take that sort of initial shock out. So when you do come and have a look at the car, it should be as I've described it. Now, we are all human. I don't intentionally go out to miss anything on a car, but if I have, I do apologise, but I will show you everything that I've seen on the vehicle. Now, the reasons why I'm going to hold the registration or the camera there for a little while, please jot down the registration number if you want to. The previous MOT was carried out by the previous customer, and there was a couple of advisories for tyres and I think rear brake pads. They have all now been addressed. Now, not only have we done that, we've also serviced the vehicle, and as per the guidelines by Citroen, from memory, it should be 100,000 miles or every 10 years that the cam belt should be replaced. Ideally, you replace that with the water pump, which is what we've done. We've also given it a new coolant flush, so all new coolant inside the car, so you shouldn't need to do anything to it now for at least another 3 years in terms of coolant flush. Timing belt, another 10 years, 100,000 miles, and servicing. On these cars, they were serviced, I think from memory, every 2 years or 20,000 miles, just depending on how you use the car. But I think that's how they were done on Citroens. So, we'll tend to start off from the driver's side front. Now, one thing I was going to mention was to do with our warranties. All of our cars will come with 6-month comprehensive warranty. We have 2 different companies that we use. We go through all the pros and cons and then let you decide who you want us to use. You know, you go back home, make a decision there and then, or whatever you want to do, and Trustpilot them, look at some of the reviews and then make your own decision. We don't force you to take any particular warranty company out there, but we do have 2. Majority of companies don't even offer you that really. Sometimes they'll only offer you 3 months and have their own in-house warranty. Anyway, without further ado, let's start off from the driver's side front. Now, we've put some new tyres on the front of the vehicle. There is a couple of scuffs on the alloy wheels, nothing major, but there's a couple of scuffs around here, but they've all been touched up. And what we'll try and do, we'll try and give you some views down the side of the car. Hopefully, if I move the camera slowly enough, you can try and pick up the reflections. Now, I mentioned this is a lounge model. It's a really high spec car, so 18-inch alloy wheels, front and rear parking sensors, panoramic roof, leather interior, electric memory seats on the driver's side. You've got electric seats on the passenger side, heated seats, climate control, the works. You've got everything on the car, really. The only thing I'd probably say this car is missing is maybe sat nav. Plenty of tread on the rear tyres. Again, couple of scuffs on the alloy wheels, which you have touched up round here, and there's a couple round there as well. Now, hopefully you can try and pick up the reflections down this side. Now, there are a few little touch-ups, a few little scratches that are on the car, and this is the reason why we tend to do this video, so you know whether you're 2 miles away or 200 miles away. When you come and have a look at the car, it should be as I described it. So, we've ordered a brand new set of mats for the car, just waiting for them to turn up, and this rubber here is starting to perish a little bit, and we've ordered another rubber, and that should be with us soon. So again, if I took a photograph from here, you wouldn't pick any of that up, hence the reason I'm showing you. Leather seats are all in really good condition, apart from there's a little nick out of the driver's side one there. So you've got a little bit of a nick on the driver's side. The rest of it all looks pretty good. But again, she is what, 11 years of age. Please don't expect a brand new car when you come down. Black's the hardest colour to try and keep clean. So it's not going to be a brand new looking car. Okay, now what's unique about the lounge, and I'll show you the back in a minute, they only have 2 seats in the back, like 2 captain's seats. And there's that fantastic panoramic glass roof, and you have got a sun blind that you can pull over if you don't want that open. Climate control air conditioning, so you can adjust all of the controls. Are all digital from here. Then you've got them over on the passenger side. You get your radio stroke CD in the centre there. Fully automatic gearbox. Real lovely Philips hi-fi system. So when I was driving the car earlier on, it felt like the sound was coming from, apart from the door speakers, sort of loud, sort of speakers through the floor. Yeah, it's really weird actually, really weird kind of feeling, but did sound lovely. So there's the electric passenger seat, and I'll show you the driver's one very shortly. And then there's your heated switch there. Folding mirrors as well, so you've got your 4 electric windows, 4 electric windows and folding mirror function. Now there's a few little bits of wear on this panel here, because they're plastic and they tend to have this kind of plastic sort of like soft covering that started to wear away. I didn't realise we're getting up to 6.5 minutes. So 2 individual captain's chairs. Yeah, really unique. You've got these armrests that pop out as well, so you've got 2 either seat. You've got these little kind of trays that you get in an aircraft, really. These are folding chairs. Door panel's already good. Again, the Philips high power speaker system. Now you've also got this kind of blind, these little blinds that come over. I've left it on, do that properly, there we go. I've left it on for the passenger side. I'll show you that in a second. Now, there is a bit of a couple of hairline scratches along here. We have touched them up as best as possible. Again, if I took a picture from back here, you wouldn't pick any of that up, but just want to point it out to you. Rear parking sensors on the car. There's a few little nicks on the back bumper around here. There's a couple of little bits and pieces there, and I think there's a couple of touch-ups that we've done around here. Again, it's quite hard, they're only sort of like small. A few little hairline scratches around here, but again, I'm sort of like picking out all the negative things about the car. You know, again, go and have a look at some of these cars. You think they look fantastic in the pictures, you go and have a look and they're nothing like them. Well, some are, some aren't. Let's open the boot for you. So, massive boot. You've got a sun blind in the back there, which I've left up. You've got a boot mat that I've recently purchased as well to go in there. You know, one of these kind of anti-slip mats. You've got a couple of lights in the back there. You've got this little torch as well. Privacy glass from the big pillar backwards, so back window is tinted, and all the side ones, you'll see that in the photos anyway. Again, plenty of tread on the tyres, alloy wheels, couple of little nicks here and there, but we've touched them up. There's a couple around there, couple around there, that's it, a bit better, and then one around there. Now let's just give you a side view of the car. Hopefully again you can try and pick up the reflection. So what you're seeing now is that grass and trees in the background there. So hopefully you can try and pick up reflections. It all looks good. A few little stone chips, and again there's a couple of little scratches on here that we have touched up. Again, I'll be honest with you, you'll probably be hard to pick them up if I didn't sort of point them out to you. But there's a few around here, so it sort of starts off from there and then goes along. If I try and zoom in, you might be able to pick them up. But there's a few little hairline scratches that we couldn't polish out, so we've touched them in. Okay, door edges, we've touched a couple of bits and pieces on the door edges. Here's that sun blind on the passenger side. Again, you'll just pull these and they're sort of sprung, loaded. They just pop back in there. Just show you the seats again. I'll be honest with you, the rear seats don't really look like they've been sat in that much. Again, that lovely panoramic glass roof. Another one of these tables here as well. Pop that down. You've also got these controls here for the air conditioning. You've got one either side. If you're in the back. A couple of little touch-ups that we've done on the door, just here. And then let's have a look inside the passenger side. Really nice gunmetal grey chrome gloss finish to the door panels. Again, you've got your leather interior. You've got Isofix in the front of the seats here, and you've got them in the back as well. Hope you can try and pick that all up. Really nice Citroen embossing in the leather. And that is the electric memory seats for the driver. All work absolutely fine as well. Hopefully you can try and pick up. I'll keep it in here for a little while so you can see how nice the leather looks. Apart from the little nick on the driver's side one, the rest of it looks really good. Now these bits, just to show you along here, they're quite common for these to start to raise up. They get affected by the heat. We are waiting to try and pick up another one if we can. They tend to do that. It gets quite hot in there and they sort of like separate. I think a lot of warranty claims were handled by Citroen quite early on in its life. They're quite hard to get hold of, especially second hand. If we do come across one, we will replace it, but there is no promises. Please don't take it for gospel that we are going to change it. All right. Tyres, plenty of tread on the tyres. Alloy wheels. This one here got a few nicks in it. It's the closest one that you'll get to the curb, so you'll have a few little scuffs here and there. But again, it's quite consistent with the age of the car and the mileage of the car. We're not sort of like trying to point out loads of negative things. We're not. We're just letting you know what the condition of the car is like, so you're not disappointed. I don't want to waste anybody's time. I'm sure you don't want to waste your precious time. Come and have a look at a car that isn't as described. So front parking sensors, they're working absolutely fine, and this really nice kind of chrome mesh grille does really set off the front of the car, especially with it in black. So God, I've run way over time, so I just wanted to thank you very much for your time really today. If you're interested in this car or anything else we've got on Mopart Vehicles, please don't hesitate to just pick up the phone, give us a call, send us a text, send us an email, and we'll get back to you as quickly as possible. Many thanks again. Bye bye.